The film opens with a shaky background track before switching to a SpongeBob SquarePants audio playing on a small boy's screen while he watches the show. The youngster hears his parents fighting about something and is abruptly interrupted. The child got out of bed and locked his door after attempting to ignore them and continue watching the cartoon, but being unable to resist. Even though the child's room is extremely dark, he chooses to go outside. While he plays with a slimy toy, he rips off and patches it, making strange noises around the house. He went to the master's bedroom where he saw his mom sleeping, and when he went down the stairs, he saw his dad sleeping on the sofa. He opened the refrigerator and gets some juice, and then he went back to his bed. While he is putting the juice on the side table, he noticed something on his phone. There is a demon flashes on his cell phone screen, and when he tries to press the home screen, he cannot. He decided to wipe the screen to turn the story next, and when he is swiping the screen, lights from his bed lamps shuts. And then one by one, the lights from the hallway also turns off. He is so afraid at this moment, and then he opens his flashlight from his phone. He chose to close his door after hearing some footfall abruptly, but it constantly opens as he closes it. He returns to his bed and covers himself with his blanket after attempting to close the door with his toys as a barricade. Shaking, he can still hear someone unlatching his door, and as he opens his blanket and sees what's there, he screams. He is shouting so loudly that his mother is having to wake him up. Trying to calm him down, his mother calls him Oliver and speaks to him. Her mother says that he should say it in words, and Oliver gets his phone and press some pictures into words, saying that there is something in their house, still terrified. His mother says that there's no one in the house, and he is just having a nightmare and still trying to make him calm down. Oliver walked downstairs the following day to playfully tickle his dad's stomach before getting to work preparing breakfast. Oliver can talk to his instructor on his phone while in a classroom full of kids his own age. Oliver's phone was seized, so why does he still have it? Someone asks the teacher. Everyone in the classroom chuckles as the teacher explains that Oliver uses it as a means of communication while the child who asks uses his phone to play. Oliver was sitting by the stairs after class when someone asked him if he wanted to join them. Oliver said yes and proceeded to the field. When he walks into the field alone, a gang of kids start pushing and bullying him, even throwing his phone. Oliver is yelling, frantic, and frantically searching for his phone. Oliver's dad works on a parking lot with a toll. While in his cubicle, he discovers a lost and found box. Opening it, he discovers an iPad. Suddenly, the lights in the cubicle begin to blink, resembling every scene from a horror movie. A powerful wind causes the cubicle's sliding door to open. He tries to fix the lights, and when he fixed it, there is like some shadow coming to his way, and he is startled for nothing because it is just a couple passing his cubicle. Oliver's father went home with an iPad and gave it to Oliver. Oliver is so happy and went to his room and charged the iPad while his parents is having a discussion. Tired of hearing his parents argue every time he locks his door, he explores one application in the iPad and plays with some filters like pirate, football, and he tries a skull one suggesting to try it with a friend. While he is having fun with the filter, the iPad is detecting another face from his closet. He tries it again, but there's none. He tries to look at the spot, but still none. He ignores it, and he spins with his iPad, and there, the device detected a face again. He then locks the closet, for he is now scared. The next day, Oliver is having his breakfast, and he notices that his father isn't around. He types with the iPad, asking if his father is already gone to ask his mother, but he drops his tablet for he is shocked when the tablet replies that his father is gone already. He tries to ask press images that will say, "Who are you?" He just left the iPad on the table, and he gets some water, and then the iPad just replies that he is Larry. He was terrified for it is the character on the story on his iPad. His mother didn't notice that there is something going on with him that time that his mother is discussing with him that some of his neighbors around his age will be sleeping over and that he should be making some friends, and he just walks out, get his iPad, and put it on the closet and closes the door. The sleepover of some kids happens. It is in the middle of the night when Oliver is staring at the closet. One of the kids insists that he is hiding something on that closet, and when one kid opens it, he finds the iPad. They explore the iPad, and the story of Larry pops up. They tease Oliver for having a bedtime story and started reading it. When one of the kids named Byron started to read it, the lights went on and off, and even mock Oliver's parent if they are even paying for the electricity bill. Byron continues to read the story. All of the lights shut off, and they are starting to get scared, but Byron acts bravely and continue to read. There's a cracking bone sound, and Oliver opens the flash of the iPad and sees something on the corner. Byron says that there is nothing there in the corner, proving it as he went on the spot where they see a skeleton through Oliver's iPad. While Byron thought that it is only Oliver's imagination, the table moved and made him into the corner, locked. Oliver's mother went to the boys to see what is the screaming all about and saw Byron on the wall locked by a table. After that, when the boys are with their parents and they ask them who did it, Byron simply responds that Oliver is to blame, which is why Oliver's mother says she is truly sorry. Oliver claims he didn't do it when his mother questions him about why he did it. If he wasn't the one, his mother is furious and wants to know who else did it. Oliver has moved to a corner and is humming the theme tune from SpongeBob SquarePants. His mother is no longer angry with him and advises him to keep humming if it helps him to relax. The sun is up high and Oliver's mother is alone in the house and found Oliver's iPad. She saw the story of Larry and read it. While she is reading it, the light bulb in one of the rooms is on and off. She tries to fix the bulb, and when she fixed it, she saw that all the lamps and lights are lit up, and she noticed that there's something in the tablet and thought that Oliver is being watched. She gets a tape and covers the cameras and says that she will do anything so that someone on the iPad can't harm Oliver, and the voice says that it is not going to harm Oliver but kill. Oliver's mother is now terrified and drives down to Oliver's school. She barged into the classroom, asking if Oliver is there, and dragged him. She just says that she is taking Oliver for they have family emergency. Oliver's mother is in a hurry packing, and they went to Jennifer's house, Byron's mother. Jennifer says that Byron isn't talking after the incident and not even going to school. When the two adults are talking, Oliver is showing Byron SpongeBob SquarePants, and his mother says that he shouldn't be doing that, and suddenly Byron speaks up. Byron explains that Oliver didn't do anything to him, that it is Larry. That he could feel that moment that Larry is choking him. Oliver is currently at his father's residence with his mother. Oliver's father tries to convince his mother that Oliver is just exhausted and having hallucinations as Oliver's mother is telling him what occurred, but Oliver insists that Larry wants him. Oliver's father says she can take a nap, and that he will be the one to watch Oliver so she can doze off. Oliver is currently in his dad's cubicle at work, handing change to a car that covered the parking cost. Then Oliver's dad found the iPad on his bag, and when he opens it, he saw the story that his wife is talking about. Oliver's father says that it is nothing while reading the story. The lights are blinking on and off, and then it totally shuts. Oliver's father promises to mend it because he sees it as a typical occurrence. As his father was repairing the lights, Oliver left the cubicle and took an LED distance measurement equipment with him. Oliver is detecting the car 400 meters away from him when all of a sudden he detects a distance that is approaching him but is invisible to the unaided eye. After that, it comes to an end 3 meters away. Oliver tries to grasp into the air, but there's none, so he decided to get his sticky to and try to reach into the air, and it patches into something and is going to scream, but his father grabs him, saying that it is dangerous for him to be there because of the cars. They are both in the cubicle and Oliver is still afraid, and his father tries to calm him down, showing that there is none on the iPad screen, but then he sees the reflection on the mirror that there on his back. Is Oliver lifted by an entity, and his father rapidly grabs him and runs away. Oliver's parents decided to wreck the iPad since they discovered that the monster uses electricity. They also thought that they make Larry disappears. Oliver is in the school and Byron asks him something about what he is holding and says that it is from Larry. Byron asks also why they stopped being friends, and that is because Oliver's mother lied. Oliver's father is working in the meantime when all of a sudden Larry's article appears on his phone and he reads it. He rushes to his car and starts driving since the cars are honking on their own. Though he believed he had avoided Larry, an accident occurred. Oliver's mother throws all of their electronics and light bulb because Larry won't stop until he finds a companion and brings it to their world, according to the last message they received from him through the screens. However, Oliver's mother was unable to stop Larry. Larry steps now into the world, and the two of them hides under Oliver's bed. Footsteps of Larry are heard, and Oliver says that he will go with Larry using a crayon and a paper, but his mother insists not to. She says that she will do anything just to protect him. In that situation, suddenly the very first word that comes out from Oliver's mouth for the first time is field. They run into the field, and his mother thought that they are both safe where there is no electricity, but Larry came out to the lost phone of Oliver that was thrown to that field. Larry held his hand to Oliver, and when Oliver is about to grab it, his mother took Larry's hand, and she says that they are protecting the same person. Oliver looks at his mom's eyes, and that made his mother very happy. Oliver's mother is taken by Larry. The movie ends with Oliver is slowly talking with the help of his therapist. One night, Oliver's father heard him giggling, and when his father went down the stairs, he saw Oliver spinning around in the air, and when he uses his iPad, he saw his wife and Oliver playing happily and tears from his eyes fell instantly. Thanks for watching.